Be the sun in your child's life. Father's Day is this weekend, and today we're telling you how you can help your children flourish and reach their full potential like a plant turns to the sun. Here to tell us how to embrace heliotropic parenting, we're joined by Dr. Harry Cohen, psychologist and the author of Be the Sun, Not the Salt. Dr. Cohen, thanks for being with us. And I've got to start out with this term, heliotropic pairing. That is totally a new one for me. I'm sure a lot of people in our audience as well. What is it all about?
It's a force in life between people, which is why a plant turns towards the sun, but it's also true for people. People are drawn to positive, energizing people like plants towards the sun. That is what it means to be heliotropic. The heliotropic effect is this invisible force. We love to be energized by people who are heliotropic.
So are you saying the key is to keep your kids around positive people as much as possible? And how do you do that? I mean, there are a lot of negative people just out here in the world you can't avoid.
First of all, you yourself have to be that force.
Right.
You yourself have to be that person who they are influenced by, like to be around at all ages and stages as they grow through various stages of their lives, including their adult lives. That's number one. We ourselves have to be as best we can, and I'm not done, and my kids are 33, and I'm still trying to be my best. But the other point you made is, how do you keep them around good company? How do you keep them from being influenced by people who are negative energizers, who can make them feel horrible about themselves? And it's true, it's very difficult. That's peers, that's social media, that's adults, there's all kinds of people. So you have to watch how they react when they're around certain people. And if you notice
Right.
certain people have a negative effect on your kids, you're not wrong about it.
Doctor, I mean, I have two children who are both adults now, and I know from my own experience that you have a lot of control when they're young. You have a lot of control who they're interacting with when they're young. Once they get to high school and college, you know, it gets a lot harder. How do you deal with
I,
kids and keeping them in the right set of friend group as they get older?
you pay attention to that just the way you brought it up. You're looking at what are the influences of the friends, the peers, the people around them. And if you're noticing that the people that are around them are not being good influences, you try all different ways. There's not one way. You try whatever works to get them around people that are good influences as best you can. We know that parenting is not an exact science. We do the very best we can, but the fact that you even know this is the whole point. I spent a lot of time trying to get my kids into various activities,
Right.
knowing that their peer group would influence them way more than us.
Doctor, how did you come about this theory? Is it just from experience? Did it mean talking
No,
to a
it's
lot of
a,
parents over time?
First of all, I was a family therapist
Okay.
and a parent, but I found this truthful empirical discovery at the business school at the University of Michigan. A business professor, Dr. Kim Cameron, articulated the heliotropic effect with leaders and organizations. I was a consultant to organizations. And that's when I came upon what is fairly common sense, which is, you mean people are influenced by other people? Yes. And depending on how positive they are, they're influenced positively or equally negatively. So
Mm.
he coined the term the heliotropic effect. I've just simplified it into be the sun, not the salt. That's my contribution.
Now, if you're a parent, you've got a young people who you see might be moving a little bit in the wrong direction. You want to rein them in. What do you tell
Oh,
that parent?
so I asked my two kids, they're 33. I'm on this
Right.
interview. I asked them, what would you say? And he said, you were a good role model. You kept us in line. You cheered us on in sports. And my other son said, you always see the good in people and you bring it out. You are you care about us and you check in. So what I would say to parents is do your best, care about your kids, show them that you care, check in with them at all ages, and watch them carefully throughout your whole life and do the best you can to be that positive influence with words and deeds.
Yeah. Doctor, does sometimes a little play acting have to come into the picture here as a parent? Because you can't always be positive about every situation.
Well, I would say always do your best, and there is no formula. Every parent who's listening to this says, well, I do that already. Good. Do what you do when you're proud of your own parenting. Do that more. And when you look at your own parenting and you go, yeah, I wasn't that great.
Right.
I know I lost my cool way too many times. Try your best to do it again and apologize well. That's what I would say to parents. Try really hard to be 1% better as a parent. Nobody's perfect. We do our best, but lean into what you already know that you do well as a parent. Do more of it.
Dr. Cohn, before we let you out of here, one more plug for the book, and where can people get it?
They can get it at bethesun.thesalt.com. They can get it on Amazon, and it's available as an audible. You can listen to it. It's really a short read. I read it every single day, a chapter based on the day of the month to remind me. And I wrote the book. I still can't remember what today's chapter is, but it's Don't Hang with Cilantro. It's actually what you were talking about.
Yeah.
Don't hang with people who make you feel lousy. So get the book on Amazon, pick it up on bethesun.thesalt.com, or you can listen to any of these free videos that we
Yeah.
do to help people.
Dr. Cohn, very inspiring conversation. Father to father, moving in on Father's Day. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Keith.
All right, we're back with more Good Morning Connecticut after a short break.